Think life in the medieval ages was all knights, castles, and epic battles? Think again. Most folks weren't swinging the sword. They were dodging taxes, tilling fields, and trying not to starve. Welcome to the hard-knock life of a peasant, where survival is the ultimate quest. I'm King Emilio, the Armored One, and today I'm shedding the armor to share how you too could survive as a peasant in the medieval ages. Spoiler, it's not glamorous, but with a little bit of humor and some historical know-how, you just might make it. Mastering the art of farming. Farming wasn't just a job, it was your lifeline. Forget about fancy tools. Your arsenal included a wooden plow, a scythe, and if you were lucky, an ox that didn't hate you. First, you needed good soil, which was easier said than done, thanks to the nobles grabbing the best land. Once you staked your claim, it was all about crop rotation. Keep the wheat happy, let the barley rest, and throw in some beans for variety, and don't forget your manure. It's not glamorous, but it's gold for your field. Oh, and scare those birds away, or they shall feast while you starve. Bonus tip, don't name your ox. You don't want to get too attached to it. Trust me, that's a bad idea when it ends up on your dinner table one bad harvest later. Hunting, food, and finds. When farming didn't cut it, hunting was your backup plan. But tread carefully, the forests weren't yours. They belonged to the local lord. Sneak in, bag a rabbit or a deer, and sneak out before the gamekeeper caught you. Pro tip, traps and snares were less risky than chasing down a boar with a spear, unless you had a death wish or wanted a dramatic exit. Fishing was a safer bet, though nobles had a nasty habit of claiming rivers too. Basically, everything you needed to survive came with a side of don't get caught. And if you do get caught poaching, just tell the Lord you were chasing a really big squirrel. No promise it will work, but hey, it's worth a shot. Surviving the noble tax collector. Taxes weren't just a pain, they were a fact of life. Whether it was grains, eggs, or a share of your harvest, the Lord always got his cut. Smart peasants learned to squirrel away a little extra for the lean times. And when there wasn't enough, they'd accidentally miscount their chickens. Just don't push your luck too far, or you might find yourself in the stocks. Oh, and be nice to the tax collector's assistant. They are the one who can misplace your name on the ledger for a price. Think of it this way. Taxes were a medieval insurance. You paid up, and the Lord promised not to let the raiders steal everything. Except, of course, when he did. Bonus tip, stay on the church's good side. The church wasn't just your spiritual guide. It was your community center, your charity, and your early warning system. Priests could offer blessings for your crops and shelter during a raid. Sure, tithes were another taxes, but being in the church's good side and good graces could mean the difference between starving and surviving a famine. Plus, medieval festivals were a great way to blow off steam. Dancing around a maypole after weeks of hard labor? Yes, please. Pro tip, always listen to a priest during a sermon. You never know when the lesson might be. Don't hide behind the altar during a raid. It's my spot. Closing thoughts. Survival is an art. Life as a peasant wasn't easy. It was a constant balancing act of work, wit, and a bit of luck. But the truth is, peasants were the backbone of the medieval world. They tilled the land, fed the kingdom, and somehow, against all odds, survived. So the next time you think your job is tough, remember, at least no one is taxing your chickens or chasing you out of the woods for fishing. What do you think? Could you survive as a medieval peasant? Let me know in the comments. And as always, like, share, and stay tuned for my next video. As always, great warriors, Be brave, be courageous, and most of all, believe in yourself. The journey continues. I yield the floor. For the kingdom. For the kingdom. For the kingdom.